13, Myron, defensive anchor, an all-star presence, and straight out of Kentucky, number 13, Bam Adebayo.
And our Kids Day telecast against the Pistons is underway. Our officials are Sean Wright, Justin Van Dyne, and Brandon Adair. The game started with a Heat turnover. Quite a challenge tonight, John, for the Heat against a Pistons team that arrived in Miami at about 4:30 in the morning. The sprint forward on the clocks did Detroit no favors after their home game last night against Brooklyn.
Yeah, this is a tough team, though. Very physical. Really will attack the paint. We saw Jalen Duren score there. He's had an all-star caliber year. The big man at 6'10", 250. He and Bam will be going at it all night long.
Kate Cunningham on the miss. Jalen Duren had the Pistons' first score. Heat looking for their first bucket. And they find it. Davion Mitchell, that hard-driving fifth-year point guard out of Baylor, who's very quietly, John, it's gone under notice, but he has been very influential in this winning season the Heat are having.
Yeah, against Charlotte, 7 assists, 1 turnover. Played an excellent floor game to give the Heat great opportunities.
Duncan missing the corner three. The rebound run down by Marcus Sasser. This is the veteran forward, Tobias Harris. He's bounced around the league and has been a solid player everywhere. 5 on the shot clock for the Pistons. This is Jalen Duren, the powerfully built young big man. And here comes Davion Mitchell. Tyler Hero off the 33-point, 9 assist, 9 rebound game. A game where he had no turnovers Friday night in Charlotte. Open three for Boy Wonder. Popped out, and the rebound at Jalen Duren. Still tied at 2. We're a couple minutes into what should be a very entertaining game. That's Cunningham, and that's off target. The rebound to Bam Adebayo. So neither team shooting it well. The Pistons 1 for 5. The Heat 1 for their first 3. Myron Gardner starting in place of Wiggins today as Hero drew the foul on Marcus Sasser. For Hero tonight is his 20th game and his 15th.
You know you're going to have to make shots out on the perimeter. Having a guy like Norman Powell out really does hurt in particular. Fontecchio gives you that long-range ability as well. But this battle is going to be won in the paint today. Both these...
#1 pick by the Pistons in the 2021 NBA Draft. Nice pitch, but it's broken up. It wasn't that nice. Here comes Larson down the middle against Robinson, who stripped him but fouled him. And Duncan encouraging his head coach J.B. Bickerstaff to challenge, but it might be too early in the game to even consider that.
I love the burst by Pelle Larsson, hooking it up. Beat them down the floor as often as possible. Playing with, they take serious advantage on the defensive end with their hands. They're very physical, picking up those fouls. You got to protect the basketball, and you got to play really strong.
Pistons scored the first 2 points. The Heat have run off the next 6. We're 2.5 minutes into the contest. Now Miami starting tonight behind Toronto, and a half game ahead of Philadelphia. Getting interesting here in the final 5.5 weeks of the season. Rebound battle between Bam and Duren. That's going to be an all-night thing. And the Pistons 1 for their first 6. Myron Gardner, what a play by Gardner. Myron Gardner getting the start today, his 6th start of the season and his 2nd in a row, and he plays so hard and with such energy, John.
Really strong baseline drive. Just fought his way through the physical Cade Cunningham. Looked like he might have gotten away with his foot being out of bounds, but played right through it.
8 straight points for the Heat. Another missed shot for the Pistons, who have missed on 6 of their first 7. Bam gets a step on Duren and hits the running hook. First bucket for a man who is binging with 5 straight games of 20 points or better. A timeout to the Pistons after the Heat run off 10 straight points.
Down and just muscle them around the rim.
And these are 2 of the top 3 paint scoring teams in the NBA. The Pistons at 57 points a game in there. The Heat at 54 points a game in the paint. Oh, Harris got wide open, but he missed. Well, they're now 1 for 8 to open the game, and the Heat will try to add to their 10 straight points. Bam and Duren. Mitchell stutter stepping to the dotted line, and a kick out for a Bam 3. Kaboom! Bam Adebayo, yeah, he hasn't shot the 3.
Kick action, Davion Mitchell getting to the middle. Jalen Duren helping, that left Bam open in the comfy corner.
13 straight points for the Heat now. Tobias Harris against Gardner, muscles into the lane and draws a foul.
Some 12 boards, 4 assists. The captain's been playing
the volume of his offense. He's up the volume of his field goal attempts. He's taking 20 shots a game in the last 6. a comparison, he averages 15 field goal attempts for the season.
Oh, it's a great point, and I think it really is helping, though. I mean, look, it takes pressure off everyone else. He's accepting more of the pressure of being the focal point of the offense.
Duren, a very physical defender. He's a big kid at 6'10", 250. Gardner driving, now popping and missing. And the rebound comes down to Jalen Duren. He got 2 points and 2 boards. He averages 18 and nearly 11 rebounds per game. One of the best inside players in the league, and we're going to get a Heat foul here. Cade Cunningham lobbing for Duren. That was pretty. Jalen Duren, the recipient of a lot of lobs from Cade Cunningham. Duren has 4 points. Cunningham, he flirts with triple doubles on a regular basis. Bam, short rebound, knocked out by Tobias.
Because he gets so many high-quality looks right around the basket.
Cunningham, number 2 in the league in assists at just under 10 a game, only trails Niko Jokic of Denver in assists. Oh, Bam, parked underneath. That was all-day parking for Bam on this Sunday, and boy, he's having a nice start. 7 of the Heat's first 15 points. Well, Miami ahead by 9. They were up 11 earlier when it was 13-2. Cunningham driving on Bam and gets to the basket for the score. First bucket for Cade Cunningham comes on his 4th field goal attempt.
A great example of a hesitation dribble. Keeps it in the right hand. It comes to a stop. Bam gets up out of his stance and he explodes by him to finish with the right hand.
Bam Adebayo thought about the wing triple, but Cunningham closed well. Hero with 6 on the shot clock, driving on Robinson and missing. And this is going to be a rebounding foul on Myron Gardner.
Good Robinson did here in Miami.
We are happy for him. He's a starting player on the best team in the East this year. The steal by Mitchell. The lob for Hero. The Heat living life in the fast lane. A 17-8 lead for Miami with 5:45 left in the first quarter.
They have a propensity for turning it over, so Miami can be aggressive. They can get some of those runouts and scores off their defense.
Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Kel'el Ware, as they have been doing recently, come off the bench together, and Robinson picks up a foul here. So Duncan Robinson, getting steward of all checked in for the Pistons. Second night of a back-to-back for them. Oh, the wing highway for Jaquez. That hard driving player in his 3rd year at UCLA. 21 points at Charlotte on Friday, averaging 15 a game for the season. Ron Holland, the second, airballs a 3, and Jaquez could not keep it in play. With the 4 makes, had a 4-for-4 game against Cleveland a couple years ago as a rookie. Cunningham swings it back. That's Kevin Huerter, the former Hawk, and he got all the way in for the score.
Yeah, he was a decent pickup, I thought, for them. He's not had a great year, but he is capable of making shots on the perimeter, and that's something this team...
By necessitating a double team from the Heat defense. Larson from downtown, in and out. Hero darting in for the offensive rebound. Heat ahead by 9. Hero setting up Duren, who took the bait. Ware kept it alive for Davion. Oh, Kel'el Ware keeping it alive. Mitchell banking it in to put the Heat up 21-10. 8 of 15 shooting to start the game for Miami. Here's Cunningham. He'll fire the 3 off the pick and pop, and he goes bottoms up. Cade Cunningham's first triple of this game. Just over 4 minutes left in the first. Larson against Huerter. Good defense by Duren, and the Pistons get it back off some very physical defense. Cunningham back to Huerter. Huerter the wing triple. That was way off, and Kel'el lets it bounce out.